guys, Josh at Bane Tech, and it's time for Ask Bane, the video series to where you can ask questions and I'll answer them on video. You can do that by submitting those on social media or leaving a comment down below. This week is no different from the last couple weeks with some more OnePlus One questions, but they're good. So there's two different questions that I'm going to answer. First question comes from a Twitter follower, XXCatDaddyXX, and he asked, how was the ordering and shipping experiences with the OnePlus One? It was actually pretty good. Once I put the order in, there was no flaws, there was no issues with getting the order processed or through. Now, it took probably an entire week's time between me clicking submit to buy the OnePlus One to arriving on my doorstep. It took about, I'd say about 7 days. It felt like forever though, because I'm an Amazon Prime user, so I'm so used to that 2-day shipping, I'm really spoiled on it. So if something comes even beyond 3 or 4 days, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever to get to me. But I mean, it's about normal shipping. It shipped from California. I'm on the other side of the country, so it took, I'd say about half the time for it to process and then half the time for it to ship. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. I didn't have any kind of flaws or experiences that I would regret. So I got no complaints about the ordering process or the shipping. The next question comes from Lewis on Google+, and he asked if I'm keeping the OnePlus One. I really want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but I'm going to give you a little bit more than a cliffhanger. It's very promising that I'm going to keep the OnePlus One. I really like the device. I like it better than my Note 3 right now, and that's saying a lot, because if you caught my post a few days ago about how I've gone back to the Note 3 almost every time I've tried out a new phone this last year or so, I've gone back to the Note 3. So that speaks loudly, in my opinion, that I'm really wanting to keep this phone. I've really enjoyed the experience. I love the stock Android experience that's really just kind of on steroids. This is the first phone where I'm like, I really don't even need to root it, but I'm going to, so that way I can do a video about it. But other than that, like most of the features that I want with a rooted phone already come pre-installed on the CM11S, so it's a pretty cool phone. I want to tell you about my T-Mobile test drive experience, just a little snippet. I'm going to do a full review about it, a written post, and also a video about the T-Mobile test drive that I just finished up. I turned in the phone today because I think tomorrow was the last day to turn it in, and I just had the opportunity to go ahead and turn it in. Now, as far as like the signal and the coverage and whatnot, it's actually pretty decent. It was okay. It wasn't the best. It kind of bounced in and out of signal here and there. The problem though is that they send you an iPhone, and there's a bunch of problems with that. For one, I'm an Android user. Two, I would have loved to test out the network on my own device to see if it would actually work. Then also, an iPhone, to my knowledge, they don't have the best antenna built in, so it doesn't pick up a signal as well as most Android phones do, like a Samsung kind of phone. While I was in the store, I asked about the signal boosters, and he said basically you got to be in a coverage area, and that's really sketched to where I'm at right now. So I'm actually going to call customer service up in the next few days and try to get a better solid answer about that to see if they can send me one, because if they can, that would really help my decision on going with T-Mobile, because I need to at least make a phone call. During that test drive, I did some test calling. There was a few times to where the iPhone would never ring. It would ring on the end of the caller, but receiving, it would not go through. So that's a pretty big deal breaker to me. If someone needs to call me, they need to be able to go through with a call. I really want T-Mobile to work out because they have an awesome plan out right now. 4 lines for $100. You get, you're capped out as far as throttling at a certain point. I think it's 2.5 gigs if I'm not mistaken. You get the unlimited music streaming. It's really like overall the plan, it's going to save us over $100 on the plan. So it's just like, I really want this to work out, not just for the plan, but for saving money, but also, being able to get the phones that I want to get. Pretty much any phone that I want to get, I'll be able to put on the T-Mobile network. The Nexus 6 is about to come out. Note 4 is about to come out. I really do want T-Mobile to work out, so hopefully when I get some more answers about like the signal booster and whatnot, that will be a pretty good indicator of what direction I go. Either way, I'm really still looking to, like, if even T-Mobile doesn't work out, I might just drop off the Verizon account and just continue to use Cricket Wireless, because now that I've used it, it's been 100% functional. The data is not that big of a concern of mine because I can be connected to Wi-Fi most of the time anyways. The only thing that does suck though, you do start getting throttled after the plan that I'm on, the 500 megabytes, and that's pretty low. It's not even a gig's worth, so that sucks there. So those are some of the indicators that I'm looking at to make my final decision on whether I keep the OnePlus One or not. It's looking promising, and I'll know more as the next week or so goes by of what I'm going to do. I really hope it works out. Hopefully those answers answered your guys' questions this week. If you have a question yourself, please feel free to submit your question down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos like this.